What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. Now today, hey, we've got another Cricket Raz, the legend himself video reaction. We've got against India and West Indies, the most absurd tournament ever, the Coca-Cola Cup Conundrum. Free shout out to Coca-Cola, I guess. And it also in the thumbnail had something about Zimbabwe, so I assume Zimbabwe, my former teammates in fact, are probably in this. You might even see a part of me somewhere in the background, I don't know. Just kicking it with Andy Flower and Grant. We used to do back in the day. But hey, if you guys are new, subscribe, leave a like and comment down below. We're just going to jump straight into this one, guys. Let's hop into it.
Coca-Cola Cup.
Cricket Raz original link in the description. The absolute king.
While West Indies had Lara, Gale, Samuels and Chandra Paul. And still,
pretty good.
Somehow, in an absurd twist of fate and happenstance, Zimbabwe were the favorites to win. Zimbabwe.
Wow.
So today, let's hear the story.
I'm not surprised. Former teammates, of course.
With enough twists and turns and an ending to
what
even
we used to do on the
put
track.
Hindi serial to shame. June 2001. India was to tour Zimbabwe, starting with 2 tests, followed by a tri-nation tournament. The 2 tests were seen as just a formality, a practice match for the tri-series that was to come. And the first test proved this notion. Not only was Zimbabwe defeated, but at one point it looked like as if the test would end in just 3 days. India was now on the verge of winning a test series outside Asia after 15 years.
I mean, in Zimbabwe, if that really counts. I mean,
would be the last normal thing that would happen on this tour. Because as soon as the second match started,
what sort of shot was that?
Reversed. The entire
It's a test match, mate.
Lineup seemed to be searching for innovative ways to get out. The cherry on the top was losing 4 wickets in just 6 overs for 10 runs. Zimbabwe won the match, leveling the series, shutting the doors on India's chance to create history.
That's the Zimbabwean style.
Was already very controversial, but then to go on to lose the finals of multiple tournaments while being in a slump in form. And now things seem to have come to a head. As rumors quickly spread that Dada was to be removed as captain, with Sachin being quickly reinstated. A rumor that was further helped by the board's decision to implement a rotation system. The system by itself was very simple. Players would have to periodically sit out from matches, irrespective of their star power or seniority. On one hand, they would get a much needed break, but more importantly, it would allow new players to experience cricket at the world level. It was this very system that had made Australia invincible in the past few years. So it worked. But there was a problem. The timing of this decision was such that this was taken as a move against the senior players, specifically underperforming ones like So, the entire team was surrounded by uncertainty and fear, everybody fearing for what the future may bring. The exact same situation that the West Indian team was in. After the retirement of their famous pace quartet, the West Indian juggernaut had failed to win a single ODI series in the last 2 years, putting the 5-0 dropping to Australia. After which, in a flabbergasting move, the board called on an already retired 36-year-old Carl Hooper to become the captain.
Carl Hooper, the legend.
Even in the team who had held captaincy for just a single ODI before. He was suddenly made the captain. And when even that didn't work, a month before the Coca-Cola Cup, the blade had to be
extended. And I mean, like, let's take it back for a second. Let's take the video back for a second and just look at the kits that the West Indies are wearing here as well.
And when even that didn't work.
One moment. Here we go, right here. I mean, like, this is just class. This is beautiful cricketing kits right here. Tell me why we can't bring stuff like this back. West Indies were always the greatest kit makers of all time. I mean, I can admit that. Goodness me, look at the absolute,
to the manager.
Just
the team manager
beautiful kits.
By mail, you are going to be terminated in 7 days.
Damn.
But Mr. Skerritt wasn't a no-name guy. He was a well-known name in West Indian circuit who had a lot of support in the board. So for him to be subjected to this humiliation, the board rebelled. An emergency AGM was called where the decision to fire Skerritt was forcibly reversed, causing the board president and vice president to resign immediately. So all in all, the entire West Indian camp, from players to management alike, was a flaming dumpster fire. Hence, nobody was surprised when right before the series, they went on to lose a practice match to a Zimbabwe county team, which was soon followed by Brian Lara going out of the series due to a hamstring injury. So that's how we got
your chances are gone now.
Media calling Zimbabwe as the favourites.
India
and West Indies.
Oh, Zimbabwe.
But here's the thing. In this circus of comedies, how could Zimbabwe stay back? They soon joined the fray, setting fire to the Zimbabwe's. Now, initially, Andy Flower had been ruled out of the
Oh,
tournament
shit.
due to
I don't
an
remember
injury he
that.
suffered in the last test, breaking his streak of 224 consecutive international matches played. But then, out of nowhere, came the news. Andy's injury was not that serious. He's only doing this to get his
Andy!
fees increased. Now, normally, this would have just been brushed off, if not for the source being from the Zimbabwe board itself. So it set off waves, which soon became a tsunami when the Zimbabwe captain Heath Streak resigned from the captaincy.
Really?
The reason? He and his coach had no say in the team selection. This was seen as an act of rebellion over the unofficial policy of adding more colored players in the team. His vice captain Vittal soon followed suit, refusing to take over captaincy in solidarity with the captain. And this, when combined with the timing of Andy Flower's injury, rumors started flying off the shelves. So there we stood. 3 teams in utter shambles, 3 captains with uncertain future,
Bro.
and 3 boards in complete
Hey, I
disarray.
mean, at least all their kits look nice. That's all I can really, at least all their kits look good, right? So, I mean, that's a positive.
Future, and 3 boards in complete disarray. The perfect setting for an incomprehensible tournament to begin. The first match, West Indies versus Zimbabwe in Harare.
Here we
West
go.
Indies batting first put on a healthy 266 on board, while Zimbabwe fell short of it at 239.
Disappointing,
but the real
boys.
shock was to come in the presentation ceremony, where in a shocking twist, the man of the match was given to a player with 0 wickets, 0 catches and 0 runs in this match. A 31-year-old Cameroon Coffee. The rationale behind this was simple though.
Hold on. Wait, hold on. I just need to make sure I actually heard that right. Hold on.
Zimbabwe fell short of it at 239. But the real shock was to come in the presentation ceremony, where in a shocking twist, the man of the match was given to a player with 0 wickets, 0 catches and 0 runs in this match. A 31-year-old Cameroon Coffee.
Cameroon Coffee!
Coffee, opening the West
The
Indian bowling,
GOAT!
had balled 10 straight overs for just 20 runs.
Wow.
This had forced Zimbabwean batsmen to play risky shots.
Oh my god.
losing their
Cameroon
wickets
Coffee,
in
the man!
Hence, in spite of Samuelson Dillons taking 3 wickets each, Coffee had been named man of the match.
Hey, that's my
Complete
goat
story of
right
this
there.
match and the life of Cameroon Coffee.
Nice.
It is something that you have to see to believe. We are planning on making a video on it in the next few weeks, but for
The
now,
man,
this
Cameroon.
was.
Cameroon,
With
sorry.
some good news. Heath Streak had stuck a deal with the Zimbabwe board. His coach would get a seat in the selection committee, while he would be back as the captain in the very next match. The next match, which was to happen on the same Harare pitch on the very next day. So as soon as the first match was over, in order to preserve the pitch, it was watered.
The pitch is going to
Completely
be
miscalculating
absolutely
the drop in
fucked.
temperature the Zimbabwe winter was to bring. The result? At the start of the play on the next day, the pitch was completely damp.
Idiot.
Meaning whichever team would bat first would have to face a living nightmare against pace bowlers. While the team batting second, it would get a heaven to bat on. In other words, this match was to be decided.
Bro, this is like playing the T20 World Cup in the UAE. I mean, win the toss and you're going to win the damn match.
Win the match, but lose and
Get
as fate would
absolutely
have it,
destroyed.
Zimbabwe lost the toss, went on to lose 5 wickets to Seaman in the first 13 overs, and then lost the match.
Damn.
Suddenly finding themselves at the bottom of the
So
table.
they went in as
Still,
favourites.
All was not lost. Next, they were
And
to
now
face
they're
India
not.
again, this time in Bulwayo, where there would be no pitch shenanigans. So surely, they would win there. For sure.
Come on.
As if right on cue. Heath Streak gets injured and ruled out, leading to Zimbabwe having 3 different captains in 3 different matches.
Who was it this
And
time, mate?
It would rain the whole night before the match.
Oh, brother.
The game would have to be delayed by 15 minutes for the pitch to dry. But that wouldn't change the fact that the pitch, for the second time on
It's
going to
be under the covers, yeah.
once again.
Oh, man. Damn. Oh, man.
Decided to threw them over. Once again, Zimbabwe lost the toss, lost 2 wickets
No.
at the start, scored a mere 149 runs in the first 40 overs.
Oh, man.
Now they would hit 85 runs in the last 10 overs.
Oh,
and the
that's
pitch
all
had
right.
gotten
I
a
mean,
bit dry,
competitive.
but it would prove to be too little, too late. Dravid and Ganguly would walk all over them, giving India an easy victory. Still, there was one silver lining. India would go on to defeat West Indies next. That means the fate of the finals would come down to the 5th match. The only hope for Zimbabwe to
Come on,
qualify
Barbs.
being not just to win,
Zimbabs.
but win by a wide margin, thereby increasing the net run rate. But what followed genuinely felt like God was messing with them. Because on the night before the match, the temperatures in Bollywood dropped sharply, causing the morning to be full of fog and dew. And as the local commentators were quick to point out, that meant that this pitch would be very sluggish at the start, with unexpected swing due to the dew. So say it with me.
You have to win the toss.
Would decide the match.
You have
And at
to
this
win
point,
the toss.
You know what is coming. Zimbabwe lost the toss.
Oh,
They got
brother,
3
they lost
wickets,
the
and then
toss?
slowly recovering as the dew disappeared.
Oh,
They
man.
scored 82 runs in the last 10 overs. A spirited defense.
Too little,
would
too
even keep the
late?
match close at the end, to the penultimate ball, in fact. But it would not be enough.
Oh, man.
The favourites would be knocked out.
Come
losing
on,
4
didn't even
straight
win a
matches
game.
And 3 straight tosses. Now, though, with the rod of lightning strikes out of the way, you would think that the absurdity would stop, right?
I mean,
Well,
sure.
It went quite the opposite way, actually. The final match of the group stage, a dead match with no consequences, and Sehwag gets stumped on a flighted delivery. Umpire quickly gives him out without even checking with the third umpire.
Oh, whoa. Hold on a minute. I mean, even Stevie Wonder can tell that this wasn't out. God damn.
And Sehwag gets stumped on a flighted delivery. Umpire quickly gives
Hold
him
on
out.
a minute. Okay, so right now he's probably out, but it's, I mean,
Without even
okay,
checking.
okay, he's in. I mean, goodness me.
Third umpire. But
That's,
on the TV replay,
jeez.
clear to see, the wicketkeeper Ridley took the bails off with his right hand, while the ball was in his
Oh, I mean, it wasn't
That
even
meant
out.
That Sehwag should have been not
didn't-
out.
wasn't
So
his
this
foot
could have been
behind the
brushed off
line?
as just another umpire's error. After all, India still won the match. But then, the match referee called up the wicketkeeper for a hearing, where Ridley would
Oh.
argue that he never actually appealed for the wicket, with the referee replying, "That's true.
Oh,
But
shit.
you should have went against the umpire's decision and called Sehwag back. By not doing so, you have brought disrepute to the game.
What?
Hence, you will be punished with suspension for 3 matches.
What? He got suspended for an umpire's mistake? Oh, man.
That's not right.
Brother.
6 weeks later, for the Kenya tour. Now,
The
as absurd
Kenya?
as this sounds,
Oh,
it
and
would
he's
still be-
so you're telling me he gets suspended for 3 games and he misses out of the tour of his life to Kenya? He's going to be absolutely gutted, man. You
People
can't
who
do
had
that
just
to a
forgotten
man. Miss
about
out
it
on
in time.
Kenya?
But here was
Yes.
the problem. That Kenya tour,
Ah.
on which he was suspended, the West Indian team for that had already been announced a month back.
And he wasn't in it.
Ridley, nowhere in the line.
Okay, well, there's your
So a
answer. Doesn't
player
matter.
Who had been punished for the umpire's mistake was being punished by being suspended in matches
That is
that
ridiculous.
he wasn't going to play in. And still, this wasn't the most absurd part of the
Sounds like a
tournament.
fun tournament,
In
huh?
true Bollywood fashion, it was saving its best for the last. Where that West Indian team, who didn't have Lara due to injury, who had lost its ace pace bowler midway through the tournament, who still had a war brewing at home, and who had lost the toss and put to bat on an overcast day. On a pitch that was said to be hell for the batsmen at the start and heaven for them in the end.
Bit dry.
Yet, that West Indian team somehow defeated a full strength
Oh,
Indian team
the
in
Windies.
finals, handing them their 7th consecutive finals defeat and the 4th tournament loss under Ganguly, a streak that would not come to an end till the NetWest series happened.
Oh,
So,
really?
This is
He
how the
took his
tournament
shirt
came
off.
to an end, with the favourites
Damn.
failing to win a single match, with the Avengers winning everything but one, and with a team that had been defeated by a club team at the start, winning it all in the end.
Hey, man. Another terrific video hit. Wait, hold on. There's some text between 93 and 2003. Wait, 99 and 2000. The West Indians captain is Brian Lara, 34 matches. Damn, they lost a lot.
Hope you enjoyed.
Hold on, Carl Hooper, 4 wins. Jimmy Adams, 4 wins. I mean, I tell you what, at least Brian Lara had 11 draw. These are some bad, these are horrible records right here.
You have a good day.
Hey, thank you. Hope you have a good day too, my friend. Hey, that is going to cap it off now. Cricket Raz, original link in the description. Hey, if you guys enjoyed, leave a like, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see everyone in the next one.